Hello, I'm Deb Robson. You may be familiar with some books I wrote with livestock expert Carol Licarius. One is the Fleece and Fiber Source Book. The other is the Field Guide to Fleece. I'm pleased to be part of a series being put together by the Hudson Valley Textile Project, where we will visit farms and shepherds and sheep in the Hudson Valley and have some adventures even when we can't leave home. Let's go have some fun. In this episode, we'll visit the lovely flock of Finnsheep at Point of View Farm under the guidance of Sten and Carolee Wilson. Finns are part of the northern short-tailed group of sheep, well known for their manageable size, their hardiness, and their lovely fiber. Finns have especially nice fiber. As the name indicates, Finn sheep originated in Finland. They've been in North America for about 50 years and have settled in really well here. Let's go learn some more.
Hi, I'm Carolee Wilson from Point of View Farm Finnsheep.
And I'm Sten Wilson.
One of the characteristics of this breed that I absolutely love is their mild temperament. They're really easy to get along with. No horns and short tails, and amazing wool for a fiber artist.
One of our most common questions is, why did we get into Finnsheep? With our experience in horse breeding, she said to me one day, we have all this land. I want some fiber animals. And I said, well, that's a lot of work, time out. She came back a couple of weeks later and said to me, well, I found this wonderful breed and they're from Finland.
It really just kind of all came together in a perfect package that they were also from Finland, like my husband. So it was an easy sell to get him to think, all right, yeah, maybe a few sheep here wouldn't be a bad way to start.
She said, I'm only going to get 6. But she forgot to tell me the most important attribute about the breed, and that is their prolificacy. They give birth between 1 and 6 lambs. Very quickly went from 6 lambs to hundreds.
Let's consider Finn wool with regard to spinning and dyeing. It's moderate in length, in crimp patterns, and in fiber diameter. That means you can spin it either woolen, which is puffy and good for warmth, or worsted, which is smooth and sleek and best for durability. Finn tends to wash up easily, and when it's clean, it shows some luster or shine. That shine makes it a really good recipient for dyes, which will show up brilliantly. If you want to emphasize the durability and the luster, spin it worsted with just a moderate amount of twist, and you'll end up with a yarn that's both pleasant to the hand and really practical. Finn sheep grow wool in a wide range of natural colors, which are gorgeous on their own, but the wool also takes dye really well. This shawl was dyed with indigo. The white is also a nice clear white that's characteristic of the breed. When knitting with Finn, I find that it tends to tolerate a wide range of gauges more than many types of fiber. So there's a question of finding the balance that you want for the textile that you're going to make, but Finn will play along with you. Most of it tends to be next to skin soft, although of course you'll want to test it out. It's a versatile yarn that gives really good stitch definition along with a really pleasant hand. If you're familiar with blue-faced Leicester, Finn is like that, but with more puffiness. It trades off some puffiness for some of the drape, although it really does have excellent drape. This swatch shows what nice stitch definition it also has. It's a really versatile yarn that you'll really enjoy working with.
I'm going to show you today some of the wonderful things that you can make with Finnsheep wool. First, we'll start with some yarn. Here's some yarn from our farm that I hand dyed here. It's a mill spun yarn. It was done at Battenkill Fiber in Greenwich, New York. I have these terry loop socks, really nice, thick. We call them boot socks or mountain socks, farm to foot. So here's a dryer ball that's been wet felted with Finn wool on the outside. This is carded wool on the outside around a core.
As long as the yarn has been spun to withstand the stresses of your chosen loom, Finn makes a great weaving yarn. For something like a Weave It or Zoom Loom Square, the strength of the yarn doesn't matter a great deal, a little bit, but you can get away with a lot. For weft on other looms, soft yarns can work well. Even locks can be woven in. It's when you get to warp that you need to pay attention to the structure of your yarn, which needs to be able to withstand both the tension of the loom and the friction of the heddles. I think Finn would make a fantastic weft for an overshot pattern, or one of those woven patterns with a ground and a colored texture. It has enough crispness to define those weft shots and enough puffiness to fill them in nice and solidly. Finn is fantastic for soft, wonderful, flexible textiles. Let it do what it's good at. That's all for this excursion. Thank you for joining us, and be sure to check out the other episodes in this series on the charming and versatile sheep and shepherds of the Hudson Valley. Happy spinning, happy weaving, happy knitting, happy crocheting, happy fiber.